And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
I'm a big fan of Days of Wonder games and have been. I always look forward to their big box, spectacular components, fun games. It was a bit of surprise when they announced the Fictionaire series. Not so much that it was a trivia party game or that it was a small game. Both of those seemed odd for Days of Wonder. But for the fact that they deliberately made them look like cigarette packs. Now, I don't smoke. Never will. Never have. And it just seems like a very odd marketing choice. Is this supposed, am I supposed to be cool? Look, oh, these aren't cigarettes. This is a game. I mean, it even comes with the silver thing on the bottom here. I guess it was supposed to be thematic. It just seems like a really, really poor choice for that. But hey, what do I know? Let's take a look at the game apart from the packaging. As we open the box, we are alerted to stop! Stop! Do not read any of the question cards before reading these top 4 cards. The rules for this game are in cards, something I'm not a huge fan of, but in a small card game, I'm much more forgiving of. The game comes with some point cards. So you put point cards on a table equal to the number of players times 2. Then you actually have to use the packaging. What you'll do is you will take the cards and give them to one person, and that person is going to read the question. Let's say it's me. I say, okay, what is the most widely eaten fish in the world? I then pass it to the next player who looks at the answer. Ooh, the answer is herring. So he can say tuna, or he could say herring. He can say anything he wants, basically. And he passes it to the next player. Now, somebody has to say herring. So if you're the last player to get it and no one has said herring yet, you have to say so. And if someone has already said herring, then you have to say something different. Everyone has to give a different answer. So everyone gives a different answer. And then, so let's say someone said tuna. That would have been my guess, and I would have said tuna. Well, that person then would have got a point card. And since I guessed incorrectly, they also would have gotten the question card. If I had said herring, then that person would have had a point card, but I would have got the question card, which is also worth a point. Now, not every question card is the same way. What you replace is just the red letters. So, for example, here in this one, when threatened, what has the horned toad been known to do? It squirts blood out of its eyes. I could say it shoots mud out of its gills, or it smashes. You have to think about it because you see I'm not very good at coming on something off the top of my head. But you replace the red things with your own choice. And that's pretty much all I'm going to show you, just in case you get this version. This is the Naturals version, but there is, the natural life type thing, the science version, I suppose. But there are several of these sets, and you can mix them together. The game is problematic, not just because of its odd theming choice, but just because it's a small trivia game, which means when you're done with the cards in the deck, then you're done. You can't do these again. You can't go through them again. And there's very few. So you could say, well, it's a small price point to pay for the game and you just get a couple other of the sets. Yeah, I could see that. But the game wasn't that great. It's essentially similar to Malarkey, which I don't believe Malarkey is in print, but there are other games too that have the same kind of genre to them. Balderdash, What Did the Chicken, and and it's fun because most party games are fun, but it's okay. It's okay. And then to me it's marred by this is just silliness. So I really don't recommend this one. Yes, you might have a fun time playing it, but there are so many other better party games that you should be playing.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find the latest board game news at Dicetowernews.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Fun Again Games, the world's best game source. Fun Again Games has over 5,000 games available. Check them out at funagain.com.
Shut the door.